in there. I just know.
Studying hard? So many interesting people.
Prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend.
I'm all right at the moment. They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own. Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibilila. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that taking him down would cripple them.
That may be true, but shouldn't officers...
I spoke with her. She was polite. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about it. I was thinking that we could investigate it.
All right, but...
I am going to watch and listen. In the meantime, remember...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
My mother used to say I was lazy, wouldn't pick up my toys, she said. Her own fault for teaching me Accio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Revelio!
I wish I'd paid more.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Hello, sir. What do you have for sale?
Hope to see you again sometime.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far. They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Still behind!
You there! I refuse to be treated as a... Trying to make me
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. There's nowhere I go. We can have another more.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student off the birthday party!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right? You're a researcher? Merlin? Of the legend of King
The very same.
Fixtures?
I believe he created...
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin.
Well then, I'll let you... No one as yet, I suspect.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my...
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. See that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio. Incendio!
Beard!
The flames make the pyre sink. Incendio!
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
There, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call...
We can How does it work?
Are all of the trials like this?
Oh, not precisely. You should feel free to. My guess is that each will also, which you can find in Hogsmeade, should. I really must be off. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Susan's far too difficult.
Smell. Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Actually, I enjoyed it.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested. Now, you'll find that the cabbages do get...
Yes.
They're in...
What?
I'd like you to get some...
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defence Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping... Go on. See that dummy? Just toss the cabbage at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages.
Incendio.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little Nice. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide.
Man, the best time to plant a seed.
I've no doubt that Black will be remembered. Words to master, possibly excellent. No one's really... I never know what to say when I want
There be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school.
Professor Black would never allow this. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself. She's my aunt. Listen, I'm just missing one.
I suspect that.
You're as clever as I simply need...
I'll get you the 4%.
Your potion should not... Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Grandson! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, but...
I brewed an Adurus. I'm sorry.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Blake.
Oh, my robes are going to reek from that
Inspiration. I hope to have an hour of my own. My entire family's been talking. Might some kind soul help me?
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Levioso! Incendio!
Who is Scrope?
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Pumpkins. Ah, I think I know just the place. Revelio. Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also... Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the... Scrope would not dare ask us...
It seems this may help us both.
Scrope is... Take this toast. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? The name's Richard Jackdaw. How in the...
I'd like...
That...
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get the... A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. I met a ghost there, Richard Jack.
Oh, that boy was...
I'm sorry to say that...
Sad news.
Incendio!
Do you mean did? I am insulted to my face.
If only a new student were to help me with my class.
Take care of every
Professor.
Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
I want... time.
Now.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life. Still at it.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Incendio!
Reducto! Hang on!
Levioso! Careful! Accio!
Reducto!
Expelliarmus!
Confringo!
Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Accio!
So I overestimated you.
I'm embarrassed for you!
Reducto! You disappoint me! I think not.
Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Protego! Incendio! Revelio!
Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charge. Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spiders. You've had too much fire with you if you think you can outdo my cake. I will carry the sacks on that last raid.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Rich. Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me.
Yes.
You know, The closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros. Incendio.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Potato!
Incendio.
I work best.
Potato. Expelliarmus. Incendio. No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Incendio. Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Stupefy. the next symbol is hidden somewhere. Revelio! Oh, behind the rock. There's the symbol. It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Accio! Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. Revelio! There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw. Stupid one. Protect! Incendio! Incendio! I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. I need to look around for the symbol. Revelio. Be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room? Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention. And might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent.
I won't, Professor.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book.
I don't have the book.
I'm afraid.
Very well.
Good.
pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
What are you up to now?
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
To learn the Pulso, the banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Everybody grab a broom.
And we shall get started. Mr. Clockton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome. Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Boo! Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, For your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care.
This is brilliant.
The brooms are school property.
This will take some
I
getting
want them
used to.
returned in one piece. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Ha! Good. I've got this.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Wow, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while. I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Am I right in suspecting that a slip?
Can't say no to...
A bit of a deed? Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Looks like we've already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here. And where have you two been? Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough! Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom.
Revelio.
I've not forgotten about our library. Stand you there. If you're keen for some... Illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Good day to you. I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Oi! Can you help me?
I can't. The werewolves join the goblins in the upside.
Werewolves! Where were you?
Incendio. Leviosa. Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard! I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects. I suggest you practice the... Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness! My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not us! That's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around it here?
Revelio.
What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio. hope that house elf can find us in here.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. Deke's seen students in need. You? Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I'm at...
Very good. When conjuring more spellcraft... You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.